in the United States is possibly considered for any of the other categories. And that process is for the shorts and many of the other categories, animations and feature documentaries. The branches each set the standards. So the sound branch sets their standards, the documentary branch sets their standards, the short film branch and the animation branch set their standards, and really the branches are like little guilds. They're totally responsible for everything about their award and their art form. And there's a shortlisting process. Each branch has a slightly different way they do it. The actors have one way, the sound guys have another, documentaries have another. Shortlists all come out either the end of the year or the very beginning of the new year, except for Best Picture. That's January, and then this year, coming year, January 23rd, then we all vote on the shortlist, if it's a shortlisted category, and then the nominations are selected by the brand. So the sound branch selects sound and music and best song, and then we present to all of the other members all of our selections. So our best 5 short films that we have in our branch have all looked at and argued about and voted for, and the best 5 documentary shorts and the best 5 documentary features. Each branch recommends them to the rest of the Academy, and all of those nominations are announced together on the 23rd of January, and then there's about 6 weeks of campaigning, wearing elephant dresses, and then on the 10th of March this year is the actual telecast, and everybody votes up until a couple of days before, Tuesday before voting closes, and until that point, and at that point, no one knows anything. You get a sense, maybe, but I would say that most of us are wrong. In fact, my rule of thumb is I love Guneet's film, so I assume it's not going to win. Just that I think maybe I have the wrong taste or something because I've been wrong so many times. But it did. And so sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
We all have,
No, absolutely. We'll come to, in fact, those grueling last stages where hectic campaigning, etc. happens. But Resul, he mentioned that the very eligibility requires, let's say, for a feature film in particular to be released in the United States. So again, that brings us to the moot point of whether international collaborations from the very starting stage of a feature film or an Indian feature film is really the key to. So, for instance, Slumdog Millionaire was, it was made for the international audiences. You had in all departments. It was an Indian film, but an international Indian film.
British film.
It was a British film. Yeah, it was a British film with showing India to the international audience.
HODs from India.
True.
Solid HODs. This is also a first.
Absolutely. So the point here is that, do you feel that for a film to actually have realistic chances, there needs to be an international collaboration to begin with?
No, I don't think so. So it's like this, when Guneet was talking about, how she plans, and right from the day one she knows where to take the film out. I mean, that kind of thinking and planning actually scares me. I can't think that far, okay? When we were making Slumdog, we never thought that Slumdog will go this way. We were just making a film, a beautiful film that we all thought it's beautiful. And we all thought it's quite, a new way of looking at life in India. And Slumdog never got a release. It was supposed to be a DVD release because we didn't get any release anywhere. It was supposed to be going on DVD. Then the week before it goes into DVD, we had one release, one theater. And first day it was two shows. And the third day, it became 5. Fourth day, it became 25. By evening, it became 75. That's how it grew. And it went on to become the biggest sensation. And nobody bought it, like Warner Brothers didn't buy it. But when I saw the first like the 8th draft, when Danny came back to India and showed it to all of us, and took all our inputs. When I saw